Everybody set, ready to go. Puck is dropped and the game is on. Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Middendorf trying to muscle the puck away from Jocelyn Gant. He clears it down to our broadcast right. Jeremy Brodeur starting tonight for the Thunder. Puck gets cleared down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Adirondack. Early stops looking for an open man. Lets it go for Lambden. Behind the net, Wedman. Lost it out front. Hosang scores! First goal of the playoffs for Josh Hosang, and Florida gets first blood up 1-0 with 11:22 to go in the first period. Hosang let it go for Lambden, seeing both of his teammates going below the goal line, heads towards the front, and there, perfectly placed shot for his first goal of the postseason. Can you look at it on the replay now? He just left it for Lambden. Sees what's happening, finds open space right at the top of the crease, stick on the ice, slaps it down, let Lambden know he's open, and a perfectly paced pass leads to a shot top corner, and the Florida Everblades have a 1-0 lead in Game 6. Down the right wall, Oliver Chow taking it below the bottom of the circle. Back up top, Riley walking it in off the line, goes over, jostling into the middle, tipped on, and they score. What a good deflection from Bobo Carpenter, and the Blades bury it on the power play and have a 2-0 lead with 6:10 to go in the second. First shot of the power play makes its way home. Bobo Carpenter, his team leading 8th of the playoffs, and that one a good deflection on a nice pass. Jostling, he was loaded up. Looked like he wanted to take the shot from his regular spot over on the left flank. Riley setting him up for just that. But Carpenter puts his stick onto the ice in the middle of the slot. And Jostling liked that look better. You could see Brodeur not able to get that glove out in time to make the save. 2:26 to go in the second period. And another chance for Adirondack, who are 0 for 3 in the man advantage so far, to get within one. And there you go. 2 seconds of power play time. That is all Adirondack needed. And Philip Angaris cranks it home right off the faceoff, and it's back to a 1-goal game. 6th of the playoffs for Angaris. A blast glove side on Cam Johnson. And Adirondack now has got their crowd to their feet. Feeling lively now. A power play goal. They're 1 for 4 on the man advantage. And that one, the first chance they get, Philip Angaris not wasting any time with it. Off the face-off, it was Ashbrook taking the draw. Well, he didn't even win it. It was the Blades player who accidentally tapped it towards Angaris, and he just teed that one off and blasted it home. And the Thunder are within one. Abragamov now pushed to the boards for Harper. Down the left wall, Abragamov towards the net around the backside of the cage. Wedman on him. Abragamov trying to turn back. Wedman forces Abragamov into the boards. Ashbrook comes in to support and gets at the line for Skio. Taken away, and it's going to be a breakaway opportunity. Oliver Chow coming in alone, trying to give the Blades a 2-goal lead. Shot, scores! Oliver Chow upstairs, and Florida's back out front by 2. It's Chow's 3rd goal of the postseason on a breakaway, and it's 3-1 Florida, 3:47 into the 3rd. Boy, that goal really quieted this building. Oliver Chow going blocker side on Jeremy Brodeur for his 3rd of the playoffs. Just takes the puck away from the defender at the line. It was Skio with it. Tried to make a move around Chow. Puck didn't come with him. And Chow just off to the races for an unassisted goal. Upstairs, knew exactly what he wanted to do with that puck. Got Brodeur to dip that left shoulder. Instead went over to the right side. 1 power play so far in this game compared to 4 for Adirondack. Along the wall, Carpenter passes to the middle of the line for Smolik. Off into the circle, Jesse Lansdale blown up. A huge hit from Yushiro Hirano. Get it out, and Chow, he's able to get that one in the air. Blake racing back for it, but Pendenza gets a step on him and comes in on a break. Shorthanded, Pendenza in, shoots, scores! 2nd breakaway goal of the 3rd period, and this one a shorthanded goal from the captain. Joe Pendenza puts Florida up 4-1 on Adirondack. The 4th goal of the playoffs for Joe Pendenza. A shorthanded marker 40 seconds into the 3rd period. And now Florida is in control of this game. And the Thunder, they are in a really dangerous spot right now. Florida 13 minutes, 19 seconds away from the Kelly Cup Finals. And now you can expect Adirondack to be absolutely desperate to try and get 3 goals in the third to tie this game up. Puts it onto the wall for Hirano. Yushiro Hirano into the right circle. Shot on stop. Rebound. They score. The Thunder gets some life back. It's Philip Angaris again. His second goal of the game makes it 4-2 with 10:41 to go in the third. Welsher's shot put out a big, juicy rebound for Angaris. And all he had to do was tap home his second of the game and 7th of the postseason. Nothing Johnson could do about that one. Made the initial save on what was a good setup for Mac Welsher. Hirano, nice feed over to Welsher, stopped, and then nobody out front on Angaris. And that one perfectly into his spot. Similar to Josh Hosang's goal, where there was no one on him in the perfect spot right at the top of the crease. Connor Blake ahead. Ibragimov tips it into Florida's zone. Ibragimov after it. Sandbrook now crushed against the wall into the right circle, right out front. They score again. Two goals, a minute and 34 seconds apart. And Timur Ibragimov puts home his first to the playoffs, and we've got a one-goal game. A turnover below the goal line. Thunder players able to get towards the front quickly. And 2 quick strikes, 2 goals within 2 minutes of each other. And all of a sudden, all the energy on the home side. And back to a one-goal game. Just a good fight by Friedman. Got it free for Walker, and nobody able to get on to Ibragimov in time. Just all alone on the weak side. Taps the easy goal home. First to the puck is Angaris. Passes up top. Blake taking it down the left wall to the circle right in the middle. Angaris flubbed the shot, and Johnson covers it up. Oh, Philip Angaris set up for the hat trick, but he couldn't get the shot. A misfire gives Johnson a chance to cover and brings us into a break. 2:46 to go in the third period. It's 4-3 Florida in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Final. First to the puck is Angaris. Passes up top. Blake taking it down the left wall to the circle right in the middle. Angaris flubbed the shot, and Johnson covers it up. Oh, Philip Angaris set up for the hat trick, but he couldn't get the shot. A misfire gives Johnson a chance to cover and brings us into a break. 2:46 to go in the third period. It's 4-3 Florida in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Final. Pendenza, a face-off win, and his team is moving on. Set up, draw one towards Brodeur. Tried to sprint off towards the bench, upended by Carpenter. Fans wanted a call, not going to get it. Mulber taking it around the back of his net. Time winds down, and Carpenter gets involved with Felix, but it doesn't matter. The Everblades are going back to the Kelly Cup Finals as we got a fight late. And even Cam Johnson's going to get involved in this one as Felix dropped the gloves, trying to have a go with Carpenter. But that's the last bit of fight we're going to see from the Thunder this season. Florida knocks out Adirondack in Game 6, and the Florida Everblades are going back to the Kelly Cup Finals for a third straight year. Cam Johnson begging for him from the crowd. Logan Lambson waving goodbye. Smolik as well, and now the Blades will go over to celebrate with their goaltender. They hold on for a 4-3 win in Game 6, and the Blades will face the Kansas City Mavericks in the Kelly Cup Finals and have a chance for the three-peat. The Florida Everblades go over to celebrate. The Adirondack Thunder going over to console Jeremy Brodeur. A strong effort from Brodeur in this game. 2 breakaway goals in the third period, the difference for Florida tonight, as they pick up the 4-3 win. We'll stick with you now for one of the best traditions in sports. After 6 intense games, the 2 teams will line up at center ice to shake hands. It's going to be interesting to see where for a moment we thought that maybe Carpenter and Felix from their altercation at the end might have been thrown off, but it looks like they'll be able to stick in the line. And the Blades will stick on the ice as the Thunder fans cheer for their team one last time. It's the Thunder's best season in franchise history, falling in the conference finals, the second time in their history that Florida has defeated Adirondack in the Kelly Cup Finals. Josh Hosang leading the line for Florida. The Thunder, they're doing their own little handshake line here quickly at the end of what was a great run for them. A team that'll have some tough decisions inside the offseason, which will begin tomorrow for their group. Now Darian Skio leads the line for the Thunder to shake hands with the Florida Everblades. The Thunder season comes to an end. They defeated the Maine Mariners in 7 games. Back in the first round, took down the Norfolk Admirals in 6 in the North Division Finals, but met their end at the hands of the Florida Everblades 4-2, with the decisive Game 6 going to Florida 4-3. The game-winning goal scored shorthanded by the captain, Joe Pendenza. Adirondack scored 2 goals in under 2 minutes apart from one another to make it a real tight game, and they had a couple chances with the net empty. So that late penalty from Zach Walker, the too many men minor, killed their last opportunity. A bad change sealed the deal for the Blades, who will face the Kansas City Mavericks in the Kelly Cup Finals. Florida is 4 wins away from an unprecedented three-peat, something we have never seen before in the ECHL. Following this handshake line, we will have the presentation of the EA Bud Ginger Trophy to the Florida Everblades as the Eastern Conference champions. As the handshake line continues, we'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, the presentation of the EA Bud Ginger Trophy to the Florida Everblades, the 2024 Eastern Conference champions. Joe Pendenza being presented the EA Bud Ginger Trophy from Joe Ernst as the Florida Everblades celebrate as the Eastern Conference champions for a 3rd straight season and the 7th time in franchise history. All the Blades now gathering around the trophy. Got to get a quick picture. After a 4-3 win in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals, a 4-2 win in the series overall. Everybody from the Blades crowding around. They've got the healthy scratch guys on the ice as well. Coaching staff, ATs, everyone ready to go. Big smiles on all the Blades' faces. But the work not done. This trophy, it's nice for sure, but not the one Florida is seeking. The Thunder fans with the Adirondack players still on the ice cheer for their crew one last time after the presentation of the trophy to the Florida Everblades. Joe Pendenza carrying it off the ice into the dressing room. What I'm certain is going to be a very fun night up here in Glens Falls, New York for the Florida Everblades.